All right, so this happened today. I took that stuff, the Star Wars sets, to the Bricks Minifig store, and I thought I'd get a smaller bag in bulk as trade. Well, they insisted I take the larger bag, so we'll dump this out. We'll talk about the parts I got. All right, so I was after plates on this. Kind of went through the table and I just started picking up light gray plates that I can use for when I build up my small hill for the castle to sit on. I figured I'd put all these underneath it. Dark gray plates, always need these for train track ballasting, so I grabbed as many as I could find out of that. And then when I picked through all three of their bulk tables, I started just grabbing random plates of any color, because I can put these underneath the first layer of dark gray plate. I can put a layer of whatever color to build up the track. 2 plates, that's what I like to do. There's a few pieces in here which are kind of, I grabbed because they look cool. Like there's a couple of I found this little air tank. There's a cool windshield I found. It's not popping up. So I wasn't really after individual special pieces. I really just, they insisted I take a large bag in the bulk, and I was like, well, I can always use plates. I'd rather take a large bag of stuff I know I can use than, pick through it and be particular about what I was looking for. So there we go. All right, so I got all this sorted out. So majority of what I got in that bag was this here, this dark gray plate. Like I said, this is for ballasting train tracks. So the more gray plate I have, the less I gotta find later. This was all the larger light gray plating I got, the top of the hill and on some of the rock stuff I'm gonna build. And then everything in here is all just random plates to go under the dark gray for the ballasting of the tracks. Got a smaller selection, greens and earth tones for Mills plates for the forest. Then light gray tiling, always grab those when I can. Dark gray also go under the train track ballasting. And I should say, this video is not sponsored by Bricks and Minifigs, but it's their fault that I'm making this video, if that makes any sense. And then this is all the other stuff I had left over. That was cool. Panel piece with a fire department sticker on it. Thought that was all right. Here's that inverted windshield I was talking about earlier. And then, I grabbed this. It looked like the beginning of a giant crossbow, or ballista, I think they call it. I thought it was like a dimensions piece from one of the Lord of the Rings sets, but I could not find it online, so maybe it's a custom. But hey, if you know what this is, tell me in the comments, because either way, it's gonna be the beginning of a large crossbow I'm gonna make for one of my towers for the forest. So yeah, that's it for tonight. I'm gonna put all this away, and yeah. I was out shopping this morning at Target, and I saw they had these boxes on clearance for $8. And I don't think much about this set at first, but then I looked at it and realized that those are actually the shields. So you get a dozen white shields and a dozen yellow in the set. And then there's enough parts, I thought I'd make a tree, but the Technic parts in there that hold the leaves just kind of spin around. So I don't know if I can find a way to make it stay like that. I might use it, or I might just figure a different way to do it. And you get some pretty cool parts in there. There's a lot of these little rods, so I might put them as like beater sticks with the shields, and then try to make a little, you know, maybe a snow army or sun army. I'll see. And you get quite a lot of these brown rods also, so you can make weapons for your minifigs. And there's some other random parts in there. Those orange cones are going in my city for my construction zone. So yeah, just thought I'd share that. That's what I was working on this morning. Oh yeah, and these are on Bricklink for about $1.25 a piece. So 24 of them. Man, that's not bad. That's 6 out of the $8. $2 for the rest, if you look at it that way. Been out here in the garage, squaring my knife, cutting some more plates. So I cut 2 T's, 2 crossroads, and 2 curves. Got a pile of the plates I cut off over there. I think I might do some shorter pathways, some skinnier pathways. I'm gonna see. I'll hold on to all these though, because I'll probably be able to use them in my display I'm gonna do next after this forest project's over with. So I'm gonna take these downstairs and start plating up some more mills. So I got the first corner piece done. I like the way it looks. It's pretty nice and sturdy. Kind of square though, a little too square there. So I'm thinking about putting a piece like that and then bringing the wall across, so it kind of rounds out the outer corner a little bit. I think that's what we're gonna do. Work on that when I get back. I gotta run some errands. So that looks a lot better. I'm digging that. Kind of rounds out the curve a little bit. It's gonna look good. All right, well, 6 more to go. Well, 5 more to go. All right, so I built the first crossroads, and I put this little grass island in the middle because I wanted to set a tree there. And this is one of my original ideas when I was making up this whole fantasy forest project in my head. And the idea is I'm going to have that tree hold like directional signs. You know what I'm saying? Like castle this way, village that way. And then there's going to be little wanted posters hanging on the fence. So it's kind of a billboard in the middle of the forest. And then I'll put some fun stuff in the bushes on the corners, you know, some bandits or some pixies or something, people watching the crossroads. So excited about being able to finally build this part. I don't know if I'm gonna work on more plates, and I'll come back and finish off the tree later on. Been messing around with ChatGPT also a little bit today, trying to figure out a new profile picture, and here's kind of a evolution of what it was giving me with each of my commands. And I'm happy to say that at the end we finally landed on this image, and that is my new forever profile picture on all of my online profiles. All right, so I got these 6 plates done. I'm liking the way they look, but I'm realizing I'm gonna need more straight parts in between them, because my idea was these 6 would make up the village, but there's obviously not enough room to put buildings on the islands or in between or on the corners or on the sides. So I'm gonna have to build more straights and integrate them in between them to make some aisles for the village. But other than that, pretty happy with the way these turned out. All right, it's Sunday night. Last part of this video log. I laid them out, and it's the first time I've seen the river versus the road, and I really like the way the different levels look. It's like I envisioned it, and I'm really happy with the outcome so far. So this is just kind of most of what I've built over the last 3 or 4 weeks. Obviously, I got a lot more to build. I've realized I got another 20 road plates alone to get to the 56 that I wanted for the original layout. So, well, there we are. We're done for now. I'm very happy with this. And yeah, thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one.